I just quit my corporate job in accounting. Let me start from the beginning. So, hi, I'm Marissa. In 2016, I graduated from college with my degree in accounting. I feel like my entire life had sort of been built around, go to school, get good grades, go to good college, graduate, get a good job, set yourself up so you can make money and work until you can retire. I feel like that was the whole premise of my childhood and college, and I really don't have any regrets. I think that served me well. I loved my time in school, and I made so many good friends, and there's so many other good things that came out of that. But I think I just turned 30 last year, and I kind of had this moment, well, for a little while now, of what am I actually doing? What do I actually want to do with my life? Like, I think too, the older you get and you meet more people, and then you start to realize, oh, other people are doing different things. Like, people are working for themselves. Some people didn't go to college. Some people are just traveling around. I just think it's super interesting that there's so many different options out there. And so right after I graduated, started working for the Big Four in accounting. And I worked there for, I want to say 6 or 7 years. I made manager and I did a year of manager. So a little over 6 years. And I took my first trip to Europe in 2019. I went to Croatia for 3 weeks with my sister, which was incredible. Even looking back, I don't even know how I got that much time off. I think it was just a miracle, and I had the best time there. And I think it really opened my eyes to just how many people, this is going to sound so silly, I know, but how many people there are in the world and how many people are doing different things, and not everyone is living like we are in the US, where you go to college and you go straight into the corporate world. There's a lot of variance out there. And so then after that trip, I just wanted to keep traveling. Like, the feeling it gave me of the freedom and the confidence, it's unmatched. I honestly don't think there's another experience I've had in my life that is on the same level. And so I wanted to just keep traveling. But of course, in 2020, the pandemic hit, everything was shut down. My sister and I had to cancel our trip to Spain, which was really sad. And I just ended up studying for my CPA exams because I needed to do that in order to be promoted to manager, which I passed, was promoted to manager. And then in 2021, when things started opening up again, I got out of a relationship, and my method of coping was to travel again. So I booked a solo trip to Europe. I went to Europe for 2 weeks, going to Paris, Barcelona, and Portugal. And it was amazing. I met so many amazing people, and this was my first true solo trip, especially international, which is kind of crazy looking back. And the way it happened was just kind of random and not totally planned, but it was so much fun. And I feel like since then, all I just want to do is travel more and meet people. And it's really just something I'm very passionate about. In 2022, after I had been working as a manager in the Big Four for a year, I was super burnt out. And part of this was my problem because I just wasn't planning enough PTO. So I was working a lot and I was really burnt out. I was working really long hours. And I left to find a job with more work-life balance, still in accounting. And I've just been working there for 2 years, which I really enjoyed that job as well. It genuinely gave me what I was looking for. And because of that, I had a lot more free time, and I was able to start my travel blog, which I started in February of 2023, January, February. Since doing that, I have just met so many cool people through my blog, and I have done so many cool things and gone on so many fun adventures and trips, and even trips and adventures with people I've met through my blog, which is just insane. The power of the internet is so cool. And so basically all of that has led me to today, which was not an easy decision. And I can go through more of this too with my thought process and preparations. And so I just want to clarify that this is not me suggesting that you just put in your 2 weeks with absolutely no plan at all. Like, that's really, I am very risk averse, and I would really never do something like that. But I made my plan, set my exit date. A big factor in this was just thinking about myself in 15, 20 years and looking back, and did I want to be like regretting the fact that I didn't get to go do everything I wanted to do? I don't know, it's pretty insane, but for some reason it's like, you literally only live once. And I don't know, I think I just heard that for the whatever number of time I needed to hear it. And I was like, whoa, I literally only live once. I'm not getting any younger. I know 30 isn't that old, but it is still, I feel like when you're young, you're like, oh my gosh, when I turn 30, I'm going to be ancient. And I'm 30 now. And I'm like, my health is so good. Why would I wait? Why would I put this off if this is what I want to do now? So I'm really excited about this series, which I'm calling Behind the Blog, where basically I'm going to take you behind the scenes of working for myself on my blog and sort of planning out my trips, going on my trips and sharing that with you. All these lessons that I'm learning from these different experiences, and of course, all my best tips along the way. So thank you so much for being here. I hope you're excited, and maybe this is the sign that you needed if you are thinking of doing something similar yourself. Let's do this.